I asked him to come to tutor me in Transfiguration, but he refused. I'm a lost cause.
I hated learning banishment. Never had such abysmal marks.
Arthur VI tried conjuring a pillow the other day. Ended up with a hedgehog. Not terribly comfortable to sleep on, I'd imagine.
How rare a metamorphic guy anyway?
I still can't manage to transfigure a match into a needle without catching on fire.
Do you think it's painful to be in a half trance?
Ugh! What am I missing?
Hello? Are there... Have you gained... If I have the time.
Do come and find
Revelio.
me. Stumble on something
Lumos.
illuminating that solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Moth's gone. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it. Lumos.
I'm dreading
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora! I solved them.
You did?
I'm afraid I can't tell you, Lenora.
Surely you jest.
I am only joking. I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at... Well, I'm glad someone figured... The moth!
Revelio!
I should have seen that.
She's always showing.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio! 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 Revelio.
But I have no one to write to.
How do owls know where to deliver them?
You
That's the
can't
last time I
imagine
ever...
how inconvenient.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
My mother is so excited for me to come home for the holidays. She's written to me nearly every day. I'm probably out exhausted.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Revelio.
Awful when they ask you a question, though, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just die. This is where they...
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Has one person even tried to sort this dreadful odor? The brunt of jokes. The headmaster should know.
Revelio.
Even Ferdinand Octavius Pratt gets hung.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Oh.
I know. Protego. Levioso.
Class, I hope you're paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
I'd hate to face Professor Heckett in a duel.
Levioso!
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that. It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling and I didn't expect a new student to be so deft. Then again...
I've dueled enough.
Huh, fair enough. You know, you might be a
exclusive...
Excellent. If you want to get them, whether it's joining, you just have...
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if... Look for Luke and Brattle. Till next time.
Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly. If you know the right...
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
I've always said that travel
Revelio.
broadens the mind.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Whee!
Oh, not again!
Here I come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Oh! As long as we're only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boys' lavatory, not for the leak. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed.
Revelio.
A contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly swing.
Lumos.
Away from me!
Levioso.
What do you want?
Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio.
Look at your hair, your complexion.
Lumos. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Lumos.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish.
Revelio.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Lumos. Revelio.
Well done besting Sebastian at dueling.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic...
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, that's it! Excellent control. Not to worry. Very good. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio!
Happens to the best of us.
Let us see this. Yes!
That's it!
Watch this.
Accio!
Quite impressive.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio!
Splendid!
Here we go!
Yes! There we go.
Accio!
Nicely done.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer before I knew it.
This may seem an odd question.
Mostly, yes.
You can cast spell.
Oh, yes. I must admit, however.
Is Ouagadougou a cop?
Its address is Mountains of... I remember the first time, and then it just met.
Is Ouagadougou much...
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest, but it never seemed intimidating or...
It's nice to learn.
Thank you for asking. I think Professor Ronan wants... Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
You're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with...
I did.
Well, an outdoor...
What charm is there? You did well, man.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Now, expect to hear from me